Today I'll be demonstrating some simple stretches you can try at home with your horse as part of your training. By warming up the horse and putting it through some stretches, we can increase range of motion and enable the horse to perform more fluidly and to the best of his ability. Every horse is different, therefore they will have different abilities when performing stretches. Regardless of the exercise, handlers should keep in mind that the goal is not to stretch as far as you can, but to lengthen out the tissues and put just a little healthy tension on them. And during the stretches, your body mechanics are just as important as the horse's. Please make sure that you bend your knees where appropriate and keep your back straight. The top line stretch. Gently lower the head to the ground and in between the forelimbs using your carrot. This is an easy stretch. Make sure the horse's head and neck are symmetrical and stick to the vertical line down to the ground. The aim of this stretch is to lift and flex the withers, neck and back to increase core stability, top line muscle strength and back flexibility.
Good boy. Good boy.
Lateral neck stretch. Use a carrot, stand at your horse's shoulder, lure his nose to his barrel with the treat. If your horse is trying to circle, use a wall to support his side opposite of you. Your horse may not be able to reach very far at first, but continuing this stretch regularly, he may eventually be able to reach his hip. This stretch is great for horses that may be weak in their turns and circles, for horses that tend to carry their neck in a set position, and also to prevent stiffness at the base of the neck. The forwards forelimb stretch. Facing towards the hind end of the horse, pick up the limb with your outside hand, holding the pastern, and rest your elbow on your knee, allowing the foot to hang and relax. With your inside hand, reach through and hold the elbow gently. Then take up the stretch by leaning slightly backwards and bringing the limb forwards towards the head. This mostly stretches the muscles of the shoulder and some back muscles. It improves range of motion and stride length. The backwards forelimb stretch. Standing by the side of the horse, facing towards the hind end, pick up the limb and hold the fetlock and ease the limb backwards, staying as close to the ground as possible without letting the horse put the foot down. Allow the horse to regain balance and square up if he needs to. This mostly stretches the muscles of the shoulder, the forelimb and some of the back muscles. The hamstring stretch. With your knees bent and back straight, lift the hind limb securely around the fetlock. Gently encourage the horse to move the limb towards the back of the front knee. This stretch will help improve engagement and provide strength to push either for jumping or extended work. This mostly stretches the hamstring muscles of the hind limb. The tail stretch. Make sure that your horse is happy with you handling their tail by gently swishing the tail from side to side. Slowly raise the tail so that it is horizontal and the line from the tail and spine are straight. Have one hand under the base of the tail and one gently further down, but still on the dock. Without squeezing, gently lean on the tail and with no sudden pulls for 15 seconds. It will maintain suppleness in the lumbosacral joint, creating greater ability to engage with lengthening of the stride, improving impulsion and aiding balance, critical for the hind legs. The pelvic tuck. If you know that you are safe to work in this position, stand behind the horse's hindquarters facing forwards. Have your hands either side of the top of the grooves at the back of the hind limbs. Lightly scratch this area and encourage a rounding. This stretches the muscles of the lower back. If you don't see any results, ask your therapist for advice. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen, and good luck with your stretching. See you next time.